This time.
Number 27.
Damn.
A
27.
Night in Terror Tower.
All locked up and no place to go. Sue and her brother Eddie are visiting London when they run into a little problem. They can't find their tour group. Still, there's no reason to panic. No way their tour guide would just leave them, all alone, in a gloomy old prison tower. No way they'd get locked inside, after dark, with those eerie sounds, and a strange dark figure who wants them dead.
Well, let's start this bitch off right. Amy, what are we drinking this time?
Dear Bob, Jason, and Ned, how are you? I hope you're not still grieving that I'm gone. I still need to figure some things out. In the meantime, here's a recipe for the Bloody Executioner. As you sip on it, perhaps you'll learn some things about yourselves. Yours, Amy.
Well, before we get started with our intro shot, we have a little special surprise here. This bottle of Petty's Island Rye Oak Reserve rum sent to us by David from New Jersey.
I'm drinking it right now. It is very
It's a very good rum. Thank
In fact,
you, David.
we're going to have a little right now. Thank you very much, David.
Thanks,
Hey,
David.
thanks a bunch.
Appreciate it.
It was very tasty rum.
It's not as bad as a lot of the swill we drink, and in fact, it's like has a nice aftertaste.
If you guys want to send us booze, I guess for whatever reason,
Click here.
well, no, there's nothing to click there.
Click his wiener.
Click his wiener to send us stuff.
Don't click.
Actually, Ned, Jason, stand up. We'll have him click your butthole. We know you like special deliveries there. Deliveries round back.
Real funny.
Intro shot.
Intro shot. Damn, that is sweet.
Ooh,
That is very sweet.
Very sweet, and it's not too bad.
Just like me.
Sue and her younger brother Eddie are sightseeing in London while their parents are at some kind of business conference. From the first page, I'd like to point this out. It's their first day in England, and all before lunch, Sue and Eddie have seen the British Museum, Harrods Department Store, Westminster Abbey, and Trafalgar Square.
Yeah, they drove by him is all they apparently did.
Like, I've never been to England, but maybe someone in England can verify whether or not you can hit all four of those places before lunch.
You cannot enjoy any of them before lunch.
No way.
So you could drive past them, but the British Museum's so big and there's so much cool shit there. You can't just... And it's free. Because they stole it from every other culture in the world.
Terror Tower, yes! Too bad Mom and Dad had that business conference. Yep, we're on our own.
They're going to see Terror Tower, which is this, basically this place where
It's
people...
supposed to be the Tower of London,
Yes.
essentially.
People got held there, political prisoners, regular prisoners,
Debtors prison.
debtors, and were tortured and killed there.
They're in this room, and he's explaining, you know, who they would hold there, and there were some famous people there.
The Lord High Executioner's men crept up the stairs. Their orders? To kill the two children. To keep the prince and the princess from ever taking the throne.
Prince and Princess Susanna
Susanna
and Edward.
And Edward.
And they
Of
just
York.
glossed,
Of
they
York.
just glossed over that. I was like, well, gee.
Yeah, the kids didn't
Here's-
even like say
here's
anything
my
like,
thing,
hey,
yeah.
that's our names.
Exactly. It's like, what kids are going to be like, weird.
Nope. And this was the cell that they were held in by
The
their
High
parents.
Lord Executioner, their uncle.
Yes.
Their uncle,
Yes.
who had
Their
already
uncle.
killed, he had already killed their parents.
Yes.
He was killing them
'Cause
because
he wants the throne.
He wanted the throne. They're next in line.
And basically, Princess Susanna and Prince Edward were killed, smothered in their sleep in this tiny cell.
True Goosebumps form, and maybe we make this a rule, a protagonist has some random quirk that is so specific just for the sake of the book.
Yes.
Here was my film. I know I had another role. The Mad Pickpocket strikes again.
Protagonist has a stupid skill.
Basically has a
stupid
stupid
plot.
quirk
It's
or
plot.
skill that
Nickelodeon
is
show.
specifically
Important to the
for
plot.
the story.
Yes. While Sue and Eddie are on the tour, they notice a guy in like all black clothes with a wide-brimmed black hat, like watching them and like sneaking away in the darkness. Like, who is this guy?
As they're headed down the stairs to try and find the rest of the tour group, they see him coming up the stairs.
He starts chasing him. He's like, "Oh, you come back with me.
You know why you're coming with me," or something like that.
You will come with me. Now.
They wind up in the sewer running away from this mysterious figure. And he's bearing down on them, and he brings out these 3 white stones again.
He grabs
Eddie.
He grabs Eddie.
And Eddie manages to get free just as a wave of rats.
Yeah,
all of a sudden
the rat walls
from nowhere,
just attacking.
and they're all like chomping at these people and like scratching.
The rats chase away the man in black.
The kids realize it's safe to leave. They find their way out. They run into the security guard. He's like, "What are you doing here? I'm the only person here right now. Why are you here?"
The night security guard calls a taxi for him. Taxi shows up to take Eddie and Susanna back to the hotel.
To the barcode.
They try to pay the cabbie. And
Their parents had given him money.
Yes. And the cabbie's like, "What is this? I don't want your play money." And they're like, "Well, this is the money our parents gave us."
Yeah, they're coins. Like,
Yeah.
I thought these are...
We don't know your weird pounds and shillings and BS.
That'll be £12.60.
I don't really know your money. Could you get the right amount from these?
What are those?
So they say, "Well, we're just going to run inside real quick and get money from our parents, and they'll come pay you." They get in the hotel room, and there's none of their stuff, none of their clothes, none of their belongings, no sign
Looks
of
like
their parents.
No one's been there.
And they're like, "What the hell?" They go down to the front desk. The front desk guy says, "Well, no, there's no one checked into that room." "Well, let me look up your parents by their last name." "What's your parents' last name?"
Couldn't remember their last name.
What's your last name? Your last name?
Eddie, what's our last name? I don't know.
Random shot time. Time for a random
Can you
shot.
not sing? Because you're nowhere as talented as me in that.
Yeah, you just sit there.
When we sing random shot, bitch.
Cheers, random shot, biatches.
Cheers.
That is super sweet.
It's a little sweet.
Run, run, run. That's all we do anymore. I know. Keep running.
They duck into this hallway where they encounter the man in black, and he's like yelling at them.
Johnny Cash was in this book?
Yes, they run into Johnny Cash, and he's like, "Give them back to me."
Give it back.
Give what back?
Don't play games with me. Give it to me. Now.
If I give it back to you, will you let us go?
Sue has no idea. What are you talking about? Give you what? Give them back to me. And all of a sudden, Eddie starts talking with him like he knows what's going on.
Eddie basically pinched
Sure
his
enough.
white stones.
Eddie took his stones. his little white stones.
With white stones with his hands.
Yeah, basically.
He had his stones in his
I got
hand.
him
and he-
right here.
A lot of texture on old stones like those.
I was gonna say they're so pale and low hanging.
All of a sudden, Man in Black starts like doing this with the stones, right? I think he stacks the 3 of them and
Maybe
he's
he's
doing a
doing a
little play. And the next thing you know, the kids have this weird sensation of like getting hit in the gut, and the lights go weird. And when they come to again, they're in a hall that is lit up by candles. It's a bunch of people dressed weird. There's chickens running around, and people eating with their hands. It's like a medieval banquet hall.
Mead. I imagined mead.
Yes.
He poured a thick brown liquid from
A thick brown ale from a cask.
they are at an abbey.
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if it was an ale. It might have been doo-doo butter. I'm going to pour us a not-so-thick blue one for a random shot. Cheers,
Trust me.
bitches!
Cheers.
Away from me.
Sue gets out of basically the abbey she's in, she finds out.
They both
with
do.
Eddie, and then she turns around and Eddie's gone. And then she's
Yep.
all by herself.
All of a sudden, the man in black is chasing her again. So she books it down this dirt street.
A cottage lane, if you will.
A cottage lane.
Thatched roof.
If I will, with thatched roofs and punched Jasons.
Ow.
My favorite kind of Jasons. Cuts through these houses into this backyard. She sees this woman, I think, hanging laundry or something.
She says, "You have to hide me.
Hide me, please hide me."
And she pulls out her money. She's like, "Well, maybe
Maybe
this money will work here."
I'll pay you. I'll pay you. Here, take them. Take them all.
Cold sovereigns.
Come on, I'll hide you. Throws her in.
Puts her in the wood basket.
Yeah, the kindling box.
How small is this child?
And I love this part of the book because then the bitch just turned around and ratted her out and took her money.
She's right here, sire. I put her right here in this basket.
Yeah, she overhears the man in black
Who we
talking.
now know as the Lord Executioner.
Sue and Eddie are locked in Terror Tower in the room we talked about earlier at the top. When all of a sudden this guy comes in, he's got a beard and
He kind of looks wizardly, perhaps.
looks like Gandalf.
He says he's like the court magician, basically like Merlin, I'm assuming here. He says, "Well, I tried to save you from your impending execution."
You are not Eddie and Sue.
What?
You are Edward and Susanna, Prince and Princess.
I put you 500 years in the future.
You're really Princess Susanna and Prince
Edward.
Edward. I sent you 500 years in the future to try to save you. But then after I sent you with the power of these 3 white stones of mine, the Lord High Executioner...
He saw me do it, and then he went after you.
He stole my stones, he used the spell, and he chased you. And he brought you back. And they're like, "Oh, well, just save us again." And so Mordred...
Well, again, Eddie produces the 3 white stones.
Yep.
He stole them again.
He stole them again.
From the High Lord Executioner.
Fastest hands in Britannia.
The mad pickpocketer.
Pick-a-pocket.
So Mordred...
Pick-a-pocket.
Fastest hands in all Britannia.
Eddie stole the stones yet again. He remembered the spell. He does the 3 stones. And meanwhile, they hear people coming up the stairs. Oh, it's the executioner. It's the guards. And they're like, "Oh, no, we're going to die." And they're doing the spell. And then, bam, the door opens. And it's the tour guide. They're back
different tour guide.
They're back in
tour guide.
They're back in the 20th century. They're no longer going to be executed. And they're like, "Oh, we made it." And they hear a voice. "Oh, and thanks for bringing me too." And they turn around, and it's Mordred, the wizard.
Came with him.
Yeah, he's like, "Thanks for taking me too. I guess I'll be your new parent, Mr. Morgan."
When the king came to the dungeon, the prince and the princess were gone. What happened to them is a mystery to this day.
We don't know how these kids
they did it.
escaped from the cell.
And then Eddie's like, "I think we do."
So end of the book. No one moved. No dark ending. No animal abuse. No one had anyone's name. I mean, there were no reasons for shots in this book.
There was one. The random one that I just called right now.
Oh, you set him up.
And he knocked it down.
Shut up. You don't know metaphors.
Behold, Terror Tower.
It's not that scary.
That doesn't look scary at all.
It's more like Pleasant Tower.
Yeah.
Look at this motherfucker touching my hat. I'm gonna fucking come for you.
Let me fix my shit.
What's your last name?
Hotel lobby.
Keyboard. Yeah. We're the keyboard bell ringers.
Grab those kids.
I'm sorry, what did he say, sir?
Oh,
Those kids.
I got a scoon in the face. Oh, my lord. She's got bitter beer face. Bitter beer face.
Now I remember.
Oh, we have an accent back.
Oh, thank God. I'm back in my normal Canadian plaid
I'm
clothes.
back in my Canadian tuxedo.
So
that was the episode.
What did you think?
It was pretty good. It was fairly straightforward from the book, and I think it's because it was one of the earlier adaptations.
What do you guys think about the book?
I think a random shot wheel shot time. No whammy, no whammy.
Yes.
I'm gonna give the book a 8. I like the book. I didn't remember it. Despite it kind of throwing you where it's like, oh, not a lot of time was spent in the tower. But I did. I enjoyed it.
I'm gonna give it a random shot. Come on by.
Clicked over to Ned.
I would give this a 9. The atmosphere was good. The description of England was good. The castle. There were torture devices. This was a really solid Goosebumps.
One more.
Yay! I give it an 8.25, 8 1/4. I really liked it. It was good.
I hope you enjoy your visit. Excuse me, miss. Could I get this gift wrapped?
Well, before we go on to our next book, we have a lot of people's names to read real quick who donated either during our live stream or during the previous episode. So I just want to throw out a thank you to Lee, New Hampshire, Robert, Massachusetts, Kevin from Vermont. You're a Kevin.
I'm a Robert.
No, you're not. Shut up. Kevin.
Whoa.
No Jasons, huh? This is a gay name. No one wants to be named Jason.
I'm Gay J.
Gay J. Gay Jason.
Alexander from Pennsylvania, Cooper from North Carolina, Whitney and Eric. It's a duo there from Oregon. Thank you guys so much for donating.
Thank you, we really do appreciate it.
We're sending you a lot of crap, but we recently started printing crappy photos of us and autographing them. So,
well, at least me and Ned have.
Yeah, Jason has an autographed shit. You don't want his autograph.
That's fair. It's not worth it.
And one quick last special thank you to Six Shot Samael, who Twittered us a piece of art, custom.
Here.
Put it over Jason's face, right in here.
Bob and Ned are good.
See?
But make sure you
put it right
see
there.
I should do that especially for our live stream, so thank you so much. That was amazing.
Join us next time for Book 28, The Cuckoo Clock of Doom.
Random shot?
Keep it on the birdie. Jason!
Son of a bitch.
Put the wheel away, Ned.
I think the wheel needs to go away.
No.
Yes!
No.
Join us next time. Have a good one.
Random shot.
No, I said have a good
shot.
one. I said have a good one.
I hope he gets himself again. All of us!
You still have to
doesn't
take
help
it.
me at all.
Dumbass.
Yeah.
Join us next time, where we don't let Jason touch the wheel anymore. Cuckoo Clock of Doom.
It's because you had spite in your heart, and the wheel knew.
In a gloomy old prison tower. It was punctuated that way. That's why I read it that way, just so we know. No way they get...
Yep, sure was.
I will be dipped in shit.